What's up, you savages? Terrence Popp here with another episode of Live from the Lair. Hey, I got to kill something here. Yes, we are. Yeah, I got some feedback going on here. Hang on, let me kill this. All right, sorry about that, gentlemen. It's just me tonight. I have two individuals helping us out. I got Jimmy Bones and Red Pill Rhino. He's not on camera right now because he's stuffing his pie hole, which is cool. It is what it is. We all got to eat. And just remember, every day you're here on this planet, shit had to die to keep you here.
Hell yeah. Damn right.
That's the way it rolls, man. All right. So today we're going to be covering dysfunction. All right. Now, it used to be, at least when I was a kid, like, 10, 11 years old, the people that were dysfunctional, you didn't really see them. They were because there wasn't that many of them. Right? Now, every swinging wiener, anti-wiener, any outie, what have you, has some type of drama or dysfunction going on in their life. All the way up to the House of White.
Or as what we've it's been deemed on Twitter, the new crack house.
Yeah.
It's not the White House, it's the crack house now.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. So if you have a dysfunctional family story, put it in an email and send it to us. And if we have time, we'll read it, at the end of the show. But I'm going to start off with one of my dysfunctional, All right. So I've talked about this a couple times, in the past. But, right around, it's like 4.5 years ago, like my younger sister decided to get remarried. All right, cool. The guy's a slob, but, he's a hardworking dude, I guess, but he's kind of a simp. It is what it is. So she decides that, I can't come to her wedding, but then she invites my ex-wife, the one that killed my dog and stabbed me in the fucking back, to her wedding. So, that's pretty much it right there. I don't really talk to my sister anymore. As far as I'm concerned, her teeth can catch on fire and I will contribute no urine to put the fire out. But, that it's either here nor there. Now, everyone's got some kind of shit like this going on in their family.
Yeah, they do.
And I think one of the reasons, like, it's happened to me, throughout my life with my family is I've always been the black sheep. I never, I was never a yes man. I always asked a lot of questions, and it just is what it is. And I moved on after I grew up to do black sheep stuff in the real world. Thus, here we are. So I'm the proverbial black sheep, and I'm proud of it. Winning.
Damn right. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh yeah.
But there is one thing though that has been causing quite the dysfunction here. Well, recently here. Where's it at? You son of a bitch. It's hiding on me. There it is. But if you guys, well, of course, the Pride Month is over, whereas what Rhino would call it Groomer Month. We'll just say that. Some shenanigans happened over in Philadelphia. And if you're not up to speed on that.
Okay, hang on. This is not being talked about in the media. All right, so this just proves that our media is radically dysfunctional.
Yep.
All right.
Call me crazy, but I think Philadelphia's mass shooting story is about to disappear from the news cycle. You think?
Yeah.
If you find the news of the latest deadly shooting in Philadelphia to be horrific and awful, as well you should, don't worry. It's not going to be in the headlines for very long. Of course, there's the tweet. Let's see. The rifle-wielding suspect who donned a bulletproof vest before allegedly shooting dead 5 men and injuring 2 children in Philadelphia has been identified as a Black Lives Matter supporter who shared gun-toting memes on social media. That second part, I'm not too worried about. It's that.
Well, and here's the thing that, we've covered this phenomena quite a few times on the show, that they are going to basically monkey with the numbers to blame this shooting on the radical right.
Yep. It says Kim Brady character 40 was nabbed shortly after the bloodshed in city's King's Sessing neighborhood. I don't know how the fuck to say that. Monday night, Philadelphia Inquirer reported media making Kim Brady character disappear like voila.
Boom. Gone.
Kim Brady has allegedly posted photos on Facebook of himself wearing a bra, a women's top, and earrings with his hair long braided.
All right. So hang on. So we have a trans individual, a minority who's basically an active member of BLM. Is that what you're telling me?
Basically, it sounds like it.
Yeah, basically. They have purportedly voiced public support, so it's pretty much guaranteed. Yeah,
Look at that. Go up to that picture. That guy's growing boobies too.
You'd still give him a 4 though, right, Popp?
No, that's a good burn, but no. That's off the charts, man. That's now listen. I mean, if you're a trans individual, I want to see you get the help you need to pull yourself out of that nosedive, because walking that road is nothing but a punishing session of depression and disappointment for the rest of your days. All right.
Yep.
And if you think forcing everyone around you to participate in your delusion, it's because it'll make you feel more accepted. It doesn't work. And listen, I'm not playing along with that craziness. Just like I am not going to set a table for one of my children's imaginary friends. As far as I'm concerned, that fucker can starve. So,
yeah. And it's what I've heard also, rumor around the bush is that he did this to point out the gun problem that we have in this country. It's like,
all right, yeah,
you're shooting yourself in both feet because you're aligning yourself with a minority of a group. But then again, you're also pointing out that that's one of those minority groups is also responsible for the majority of the gun violence in this country.
Are you talking about murder?
It's all the inner city stuff.
When you look at the Uniform Crime Report, you got basically 13% of the population committing over half of the homicides in the country. And the people from that population that do all these homicides are between the ages of 14, 15, and 35. All right. So basically, it's 3% of a certain population is committing over half the murders in this country. Yep. And it's not a gun problem. Guns are just tools like anything else. It's a lack of father problem.
Yep. Absolutely. Actually, I would say if more dads did this. Hang on. Sorry. My bad.
Trouble with the buttons.
Buttons pressing, man. If a lot more dads did this and took let's just say a page out of the animal kingdom in a good way, let's just say these things kind of wouldn't be happening.
There we go. Get the hell out of here. What are you doing? See, and listen, that happens all the time. Well, the young boy gets his first couple shots of testosterone, puffs up his chest, and steps to you like, what are you going to do about it? And then the silverback, you got to pull out the old man strength and throw the dude on the ground and put your foot on his neck. Just so he knows, he might be younger and more indestructible, but you have a lot of more experience than he does.
Mm-hmm. He may be young and fast, but don't let the old man catch you.
Baby. Age and treachery.
Oh man! Speaking of treachery, this one's actually kind of a good thing, bad thing story. Let's see. Man hides his promotion from girlfriend and ends the relationship.
Fantastic.
I hid my promotion from her to see how she'd behave. Man's shocking revelations. I'm pretty sure you already know where this is going, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Picture this. You're in a relationship and struggling financially. Your partner loses their job, but quickly finds a new one with a lower salary. You start paying half the rent and tensions rise. Arguments become the norm. Then your partner gets a promotion that could solve your financial problems, but they keep it a secret. That's exactly what happened to Kate and her now ex-boyfriend. Let's dive into this roller coaster of a story.
All right.
This was a good one. I, 26 male, was in a relationship with someone who we will call Kate for a little over 2 years, and we lived together for around 8 months. At the start of our relationship, I had a good job and made little much over two times than what she did. This allowed me to spoil her a little bit, take her out often, and so forth. That was your first mistake, bro.
Yep.
About a month after she moved in with me, lost my job. Happens. Luckily, I found a new job, but my wages were essentially cut in half, so I had to start at the bottom of the ladder. This is where the trouble started. She had to start paying half the rent, whereas before I paid 70% of all shared expenses since I made considerably more. She did so reluctantly, as that meant we both lost nearly all spending money. Wah.
Yeah, listen, this is very common.
Very. Tensions rise. At first, her mood was pretty much permanently bad, which led to rude and mean comments concerning my inability to provide. And let me guess, your dick's small, you can't get.
That is the beginning of the contempt language.
Yep.
Once that starts,
right there.
Once that starts, it's over.
Yep.
You have to accept that.
Yep. This soon led to near constant arguments. A few months later, I got promoted, resulting in me making a little bit more than I made before. At first, I was excited to tell her, but something told me not to. That was the little evil genius tapping you on, saying, "No, don't tell her, bro. Don't tell her."
Yep.
Now he's testing Kate's behavior. After a few days, I decided to see how she would behave. The arguments continued and got worse. As it continued, I decided I did not want to continue with someone that was like this during a difficult time. Of course not. Why the fuck would you want to do that? Yep. I ended the relationship, and she moved out a week later. Since then, she noticed that I could afford to live there on my own and found out about the promotion through other people.
Fucked up.
The money test. I love it.
And now here comes the meltdown. Apparently, she had a meltdown, screaming at anyone who listened that I never loved her and how the finances destroyed our relationship and how she could believe I did not fix it. Wham.
Listen, gentlemen, if you're in a relationship with a woman like this, get out. Because I can guarantee you at some point in the future, she's going to punch her ticket for the cash and prizes and walk away with half your shit and your children.
Yep.
Yeah. I
mean, so the question out there, gents, in the chat, was he in the wrong? I'm going to go with a resounding
no.
Yeah, I would say he was not wrong. Listen. All right, I'm not going to say all women are like this. Most women fall into this category. And when I say the word most, that number is anywhere from 51 to 99%. It's a big range. All right. Now, in today's day and age, where you can literally have your life ruined, be thrown in prison, be turned into a homeless man, have your children taken away. I mean, just on a whim, it's not worth the risk. Keep your arms and legs. Like, for instance, you walk into a candy shop and there's a bowl of Godiva chocolate and it says free, but 2 of the candy bars in this bowl are poisonous. Are you really going to eat any candy out of that bowl? No.
Hell no.
No, you're just asking to get your ass kicked so hard you wear it as a hat.
Yeah. To quote yourself there, Popp, okay, I guess we're gonna have to go with the big fuck off.
Yeah, and listen, you know, I that's what I say at the McDonald's drive-through when they're dicks.
Don't have your hash brown, man.
I mean, I went through there and I ordered 2 hash browns, and it was like 10:36. And like, well, we don't serve that after 10. After 10, I'm like, what? I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I see where this is going. Fuck off! I just drove off. And Blake was in the passenger seat. He goes, man, that's pretty cold. They're just doing what they're told. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't
Just
care.
drove up.
I don't get my hash browns, man. Fuck them.
Yeah, I think he's got that on camera, actually.
I think so. Oh man, Jesus, some of these people, man. But going along with the kind of to tie in with your wedding story there, Pop. We've got this one here. Progressive bride who didn't want conservative uncle at wedding was still counting on the man to send a check.
Yeah,
Of course.
this is how selfish and narcissistic the young women of today are. I mean, you want to talk about bullshit. First of all, I mean, if you're disinvited or if you're disrespected in your own family, do not reward those people with your time and your money or anything.
Nope.
Because they don't respect you. They don't like you. You're nothing but a walking wallet or an ATM.
Yep. It's a shame this guy didn't. It's a shame the uncle hasn't watched your videos, Pop. If anything, he would may or may not have gotten the idea to send a Pringles can in the mail.
Well, because I can guarantee you that they think the conservative uncle is going to be a back pussy ATM that just spits out cash. They're going to ram their hand up his ass and make him give money. That's not how it works.
Let me just reach up my second coin slot here or coin purse here and pull out $500. Here you go, you ungrateful biatch.
That's right.
No.
Do not reward bad behavior at all.
Yep. A progressive woman said that she would feel unsafe if her uncle attended her wedding, according to the woman's parent, who detailed the situation when writing an advanced columnist. But apparently the bride had still been counting on receiving a wedding gift from her conservative uncle.
Now, okay. Now, when you hear this, I didn't feel safe. All right. Now, back in the day when you said, I don't feel safe, the person you say that about has a history of violence. But today's day and age, they feel unsafe when you don't agree with them. It's totally different.
We can't hurt their fifis, Pop.
It's bullshit. It's nothing but bullshit.
Bullshit saturation.
Yeah. So,
dear Amy, 4 months before my daughter's wedding, she told me that her uncle, my brother Dave, would make her feel unsafe if he was a guest. She asked me not to invite him, the person wrote. My daughter is very politically progressive, as are many of her friends. Oh, goody. And although she and Dave have always had a good relationship, he is a conservative voter and has supported candidates we all abhor. It's quite the word there.
Yeah. Now, most of the conservatives I know, and I would say I am on the conservative side because I deal in reality, logic, and reason. In the back of my mind, I know nothing is free and everything costs something to someone.
Yep.
These leftoid idiots think we're living in a Star Trek universe where you walk up to a control panel, you say a couple words, and it just magically appears. That does not exist. It is nothing but a pipe dream. Get with the program, because you can sit there and say you don't believe in reality, but I'm telling you right now, reality, pain, and death, they believe in you.
Yes, they do. And it's actually rather fitting that I'm wearing the truth is not an insult and reality is not an attack Redonkulas shirt.
It's not.
There you go.
So, go pick yourself up one today, gents. The parent of the bride claimed to have written a very nice note, I'm sure, informing the man that they would not feel comfortable if he attended and that he was not being invited. The man did not reply. I wouldn't either. The sibling later sent him a card and a photo after the wedding. I have not heard from Dave since then, the person noted.
And you never will again.
Nope.
Yeah.
Another problem is that Dave has not sent my daughter and son-in-law a wedding gift. In the past, Dave has given family members wedding gifts in excess of $1,000. She says she was counting on receiving that same type of gift.
What a selfish, narcissistic quantahaha.
Yeah. I feel
Smell
sorry
that,
for the poor idiot that's marrying her.
Smells like a kami coochie.
Yeah.
Eek.
He's from the tribe of Quantaha.
Oh.
Mm.
Dave's behavior is upsetting and embarrassing to me. How can I get my brother to recognize and change his petty behavior? You can't. You won't,
right.
and you'll be lucky to ever hear from him ever again.
Yes, you won't. Because listen, and most women don't seem to understand this. Men have dignity, honor, and self-respect. If you betray a dude that has those, 3 key things, he is not going to basically sacrifice his self-respect to make your feelings feel better. That's not going to happen.
Nope.
And the mere fact that she's acting like this tells me she was raised in the generation where there are no winners and losers and everyone gets a trophy.
Yeah. The entitlement is astounding.
Yeah. So when they get older, they think everyone owes them something. Nobody owes you anything.
No.
You want something, you go out and earn it and shut the hell up.
Damn straight.
Okay. Continue.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was on a rant.
That was about it for that one. That's about all I could take from that. Oh yeah, you've given other family members a $1,000 check. Where's mine at? I didn't get an invite, so
Sorry.
Here's a paddle. Go find a canoe and go up Schitt's Creek. There you go.
Yeah. And I have a feeling, in the next 20 years, we're going to get all kinds of stories about these young women who've alienated their families by, being, buying into the hive mind horse shit. And their parents are going to die and not leave them shit. And I don't blame them.
Nope.
Don't reward bad behavior.
Nope, I sure as hell wouldn't.
No.
Let's see here. Let's jump into a few super chats here. We got a handful here. Let's see. You got Bodhistava 499 says 411 giving you a Cine Pari Popp. Sincerely, a 9545 and 40 MOS aviation sailor. Love you guys. No homo.
All right. Cool.
And Norcephius with $5 says, good evening, all you riggers of self-reliance and reality. Like that. I got Successful Endeavors, $2. He says, reality will never hesitate to assault you.
No, it will not.
And if Murphy is involved, you can expect a stainless steel phallic object. And
right.
You'll be lucky to get the lube.
Yeah, we do have a couple over on MGTOW Hit too. Fabian for $1. Good evening, Grunts. And Crazy Uncle also says for $10 here. Email at redonkyfucker12. So there you go.
Let's see. I got that one pulled up. It says, FYI, I was going to send this in on Tuesday, but sorry, guys, no buts tonight. I'll see if I can get that figured out. So we can do that in the future. You guys were out, and I was being kept awake by fireworks. PTSD is a real bitch.
Yeah,
sorry to hear that, man. Sorry, I messed up.
I have the same problem, so you're okay.
Yep. To all those out there are still struggling, I want you to remember small victories add up over time to your overall goal. I'm sure Popp and yourself have some comments on that one.
Well, but what he's saying in a roundabout way is play for time.
Yep.
It's the more time you get, the more opportunities show up.
Damn straight. Yeah, and he finishes up here, says, also, I don't know if Popp heard about this. Apparently there is a pre-BCT for all of those Xbox bodies to enter BCT. I was shocked that my old battalion commander was interviewed by the news on this. FYI, yes, it is being conducted at my old battalion. Talk about an out of the blue, what the fuck moment.
All right, now hang on. What they're talking BCT is basic combat training, and what they're explaining is a concept that was actually around when I first came in the Army. It's called fat camp. So when I showed up and I went through in processing, and they divvy up and they tell you where you're going to go. If you're a fat body, you went to the fat camp and you stayed there until you passed height and weight and PT. Now, one of these poor bastards, I literally was standing next to him when I got my vaccinations at in processing. I went to my starship at Sand Hill to start basic. When I got done a little over 3 months later, he was just showing up for basic training.
Wow.
Yeah. And he looked rough. They sweated like 60 pounds off of that mother effer.
God damn.
So, I mean, this is not a new concept. And I think it is warranted since we have a generation of young people out there who have no discipline. They have no dignity, honor, or self-respect. They're lazy, and they're selfish. I mean, it is what it is. And you can say beauty at any size until you have to jump over the 8-foot wall or deal with the obstacle on the Dirty Nick obstacle course known as the Dirty Name. That's a tough one.
Yeah. And actually, it's a good thing that you said that, Popp, because we got a clip here that explains the beauty at any size.
Oh, yeah. It's muted.
Yeah, for some reason, audio's not coming through.
Can't hear it.
Nope. Hang on. I think
And I'm still fighting some CPU issues here. So if I'm quiet, I'm trying to figure out what to shut down to keep this thing going.
Yep, I know what the problem was. Hang on.
What kind of computer are you using, bro?
Junk, apparently. It's a Lenovo. It's one of those all-in-one. The screen is also the desktop.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem, man.
It's a problem now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It just started doing this lately, but I'll tell you, it's no fun.
Well,
if we can get our budget up, I can probably in the future swing getting you both like a decent laptop.
Yeah, my laptop's doing all right. Let's see. We'll do it this way here. There, now we should have audio.
A girl reposted this on Facebook, and she said, OMG, I'm so glad they posted this because some people are meant to be wide and some small, and it's okay. Love yourself. Things. What she doesn't realize is that the skeleton on the right belonged to a gorilla. She really thought she was getting somewhere with all of that. Also, just so everybody knows, this is the x-ray of a 700-pound man.
Oh, dear God.
That's a savage x-ray picture, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thank you.
Can you imagine being trapped in a swimming pool of fat?
Oh.
Oh my God. I mean, the heaviest I was ever at was 226 pounds.
Yeah.
And that was about 3.5 years ago. And I remember going into the bathroom and take a shower, and I looked in the mirror and I had moobs. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
That's when to a screeching end.
That's when the Fat Punisher first showed up.
Yeah. I was like, well, Fat Punisher is reared his ugly head a few times in my life. And each and every time it gets to a point where I'm like, no.
Yep. Yeah. As long as Evil Popp stays in the basement and doesn't go out for ice cream and Pop-Tarts again, I think it'll be all right.
That guy works against you, doesn't he?
It's fine. It's fine. Like a thing of Pop-Tarts and that ice cream, you add them together, it's just shy of 1,500 calories.
Right.
You know, yeah. And I must have eaten it sometime between midnight and like 7, 8 in the morning. What the hell was I thinking?
God damn it!
What are you gonna do, man?
Let's see. We'll jump over to Odyssey here. Grab those chats here. Oh, we got $1 from Schmuck. He says, "Jimmy, quit being so reasonable and get excited, damn it!" Here hosting with Popp, man. I gotta be excited, man. Good times, man. Good times.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's see. Up.
All right, hang on. I got a dysfunctional story here.
There we go.
All right.
All righty.
All right, I'm going back in time to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I was going through basically the Special Forces 18 Bravo qualification course, which is at that time little over 6 months, 7 months ish time frame. I don't remember the exact dates anymore. Okay, so I'm in the barracks. It's Thursday night, and this is an open bay barracks. To the right, this woman walks into the barracks. I'm like, what the hell is this? And she was actually fairly attractive. Well, the guy that in the next bunk over, his last name was Vonner. Great guy. He's from Boston, Mass. And he starts banging this woman in front of everyone. He had didn't care. And, I'm like, okay, I kind of felt dirty. So I slinked off. And it turns out that this young lady was the daughter of a command sergeant major who worked on post. And
Whoops.
And she had a very bad reputation of being the swamp rat, cum dumpster that hung out around the male barracks. And that is some dysfunctional crap right there. And you want to talk about daddy issues? Oh, but yeah, oof, that was a bad one.
Yikes!
I still feel dirty even talking about it.
And then once Popp found out it was the commander's daughter, he
it was the command sergeant major daughter. It wasn't the commander's daughter. I banged the commander's daughter in Egypt. It didn't go over well. I got busted by the Fijian police.
Whoops.
And I remember I had to go see my commander, and then this lieutenant colonel from the Canadian contingent was there, and he was just furious. And he said, "What happened between you and my daughter?" And I'm like, "Sir, nothing that two consenting adults over 18 didn't agree to." I'm sure he wanted to kill me. I would if I was in his shoes, but hey, what are you going to do?
not much you can do on that end. Just make sure you cover your ass. And
I was 19 when that happened.
Right out the gate.
Oh, man.
Yep. She came up to see her father on holiday. One thing led to another, and there you go.
Nice.
It happens, man. See, going back to the super chats here, it looks like Jackal's got a BS report here for us. Thank you, good sir.
Okay.
We'll check that out a little later on tonight. I've got one more from Schmuck for $25. Says, shit, now we know why the Bronto Bros are in such an issue for Rhino. He is unwise in his computer choices. I have offered my services on computer choices, but no one listens to me.
Come on, man.
It's all good. It's all good.
Listen to the Schmuck,
I bought this computer for a completely different purpose. It was for federal employee retirement benefits, and then somehow it wound up doing this instead. So here we are. So I need to upgrade for sure.
For sure, man. Nothing's giving you shit. So jump over to Rumble here, see if we got any there. Looks like I got one from Game Shark for $1. He says, "What is destroying our country is the failure to hold those powerful accountable for their own crimes."
Listen, you are absolutely correct. And it's going to come to a head at some point if this continues. Right. And I mean, you can use a historic example, the French Revolution. The aristocrats and the nobility literally could do whatever the hell they wanted. And they own the courts, they own everything. They were spending so much money, they were literally starving the population. And what happened to them? They were hunted down almost to the last man, hung, burned, were decapitated. So
Yep. Yeah,
it's a historic example, and it just is what it is. And it's happened throughout history several times.
Yeah, and how things are going over in France right now are not good, to say the least.
No, not at all. I might point out, I'm going to say allegedly at the beginning here. Allegedly, that's what happens when you have open borders and have military-aged men crossing those borders with no purpose whatsoever. They got to take out their frustration somehow, and it just happened to be the entire country.
Yeah, and absolutely. I think as of an update I saw earlier today, it's been like €1 billion in 6 days. Damages caused.
Wow. But at least their leadership did get to attend the Elton John concert, so at least priorities are being met there.
Priorities.
Are you kidding me, man? That's terrible.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Well, yes, I mean, France has had all kinds of problems. They had the yellow vest riots. They've had the French Revolution, and there was 2 or 3 other ones after that. I mean, God, and then don't forget, like after World War II, half the country hated the other half of the country because half the country sided with Hitler.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just ugly.
Hey, Rhino, you want to take over for a second? I got to make a phone call here real quick. I just got to text my dad here real fast. I'll be right back.
All right.
You got it, man. We're going to jump over to MGTOW here really quick then. We've got Crimson Hawk here for $2. Hey, Popp, had a friend who was a sergeant in the U.S. Marine Corps. Had the same problem every 4th of July. One day he asked me what I love so much about the 4th, and I went into a 3-hour monologue and ended with, every explosion is a reminder of the bodies needed to keep up our flag at Fort Board. Then I asked him why he hated it. His face dropped, and he told me his story. I melted in my seat after 4 hours. Could you help us civs understand why the 4th is so rough for vets?
Okay. All right. So my problem is this. I lived on an installation that was mortared between 3 and 5 times a day for about 8 months. And you had to make decisions of, do I want to walk across this giant open area to get to the chow hall, or I'm going to eat tuna fish crackers and half of an MRE? That's one. Number 2, I was on the cleanup crew that had to go into the low priority camp after it had been attacked with 4-inch mortars. I think somewhere between 8 or 12 rounds landed in the compound. Killed instantly about 105, 108 people, and wounded about 2 times as many. All right, so the first wave came in, and they bandaged up all the wounded people and triaged them, and then they all went, via, trucks or helicopters to other, hospitals within the country. I was on the second wave, and it was my job to be the NCO IC in charge of cleaning up the dead bodies, the pieces, and the parts. Okay, and to this day, I have a hard time, dealing with the smell of a butcher shop because it reminds me of that. And I'm a firm believer that everyone out there has a buffer in your thinking meat of just how much evil shit you can witness or see before it spills over and causes, a bunch of problems. And I mean, that's where I'm at in that regard. It just is what it is. And then there's some other guys I know. Now, this wasn't really my unit. My unit had a fair amount of firefights. But, we had some guys come back and they re-signed to civil affairs. And one guy literally was in the Army for 6 years and spent 4.5 of that 6 years in Afghanistan having firefights on a daily basis with, the Taliban or whoever. And it got to the point where he just had enough because he was going to get killed. And he said, I'm done. I need to do something else. So he got off the regular army, and then he opted to serve out the rest of his enlistment in the reserves so he didn't have to go to the IRR. Because back then, if you won the IRR, it was just a short step and you're back in the sandbox because they'd never had enough people. And it adds up. It adds up. It really does. And if you've never been there, it's hard to understand exactly, how that's covered. And I talk about that in my book here too. The War is the Way in Soldier Soul. Like this book tells you how to prepare for war, how to conduct war, and how to live with it when you come back. And it's a warrior philosophy, and it applies on every aspect of your life if you wanted to. So it's on paperback. You can get it on Amazon. Links are, I believe, in the description or on my website.
All right.
Next one.
All right. Over on MGTOW again, Crazy Uncle for $1. Next time I don't miss the email, I will tell you about the time that Command SMG's daughter flashed half the battalion. You know what? I'll write it down. It isn't long, but it is funny. So there you go.
No, yeah, I've seen that before too. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry about that, gents. Usually whenever my dad texts me, call me now, it's a bit of an emergency, but it was just low-key thing. So it's like, okay, what happened? Like, all right, okay, we're all good.
Like that one time when my mother texted me on the show and I had to call her ass. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
So we're all good over here, so.
I want to see if Jimmy, if you're seeing anything different right now, and if there are any super chats on Rumble. I don't see any. I don't know what's going on there.
Yep,
but I don't see a single one yet.
Yep, I got the Rumble chat open here. I got Digital Do with $5 says, "Hi gents, taco dollar poop. You ever been to the Philippines? My two Filipina girlfriends are here watching with me, and I don't date U.S. chicks. What country would you move to if things go to shit here? Vids in the email."
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I would do if shit got really bad. I don't know. Though I've never been to the Philippines. I heard it's a good time. Same thing with Thailand. But I don't know. Like we have one of the fans, Bart Fine, hung out in Thailand for several years and had a great time. So it is what it is.
Just stay away from the lady boys.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah. Evil Zombie 2 with $5 says, "American safety culture is the start of the pathetic weakening of society. We went from have a fun trip to have a safe trip, and at the same time, fuck safety. We can't advance without risk."
That's right. You can't live your life with everything wrapped in bubble wrap.
Nope.
It's stupid.
Oh no. Gendai 351 says, "I'm vacationing within 2 hours of Jimmy Bones. I need his address so I can punch him in the pee-pee."
Oh my Lord.
Well, if you punch me in the pee-pee, you owe me a beer. How about that?
All right. And if there's anybody out there watching the show that's wondering what's on the board behind me, I just filmed this one a couple days ago. It's called Diversity Hire from Hell, Kathleen Kennedy edition. All right. So if there's anyone out there that you think is a tragic diversity hire that's in the news, that's causing all kinds of mayhem or money to the world in general, send it to me in an email and I could probably do a show on it. Because I think I'm going to turn it into something similar to the Pimptard Wife-stitute. Because this one's just absolutely brutal. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy basically was paid somewhere between $200 and $225 million over an 11-year period to lose Walt Disney $2 billion thus far, just in Star Wars projects.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've got everything else, and I guess Indy is tanking.
Oh, yeah.
You've got that, Elementals or whatever, some more woke nonsense. That tanked. And Marvel's hasn't even come out yet, and people are already saying that's going to be, well, I mean, just the trailer for it was
Well,
garbage.
there's that one movie about the child trafficking.
Oh yeah.
Disney sat on that for 5 years, and the only reason it was in theaters is because the dude had to fight a protracted legal battle to get it out from underneath Disney so he could release it through another company, and it's outdoing Raiders or the new indie one,
the Dial of Destiny or whatever it
or
is.
Dial of Dork, whatever, I don't know.
Dial of Diaka.
Dial of Dementia.
Questions.
Yeah.
Why were they sitting on this for half a decade? What the hell? Are they trying to hide something? I think they are, those Moloch worshiping bastards. Hey, who am I? I'm just an old grunt.
Yeah. Let's see. I think we're all caught up on the Rumble side. I believe so. Oh, well, we jump into the next one. But speaking of families and whatnot and dysfunction, here are the 7 most dysfunctional famous families. Let's see if you can guess some of these ones on the list here, gentlemen.
Hulk Hogan. Yeah, we knew
The
that.
Hogans. If you think your family is dysfunctional, take a look at these. They are famous and incredibly messed up. For some of them, the fame is what definitely brought them to Crazy Town. However, for others, they were already dysfunctional to begin with. So we have the Guidance family. Never heard of them.
Heard of them either.
Oh, they're Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh,
shocking.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll do it. Yep. Oh, Honey Boo Boo.
Oh, yeah.
That one was.
Well, first of all, I have no idea why that family hasn't banged into each other and turned into a black hole. They are so gravity challenged. I mean, literally.
Well, what was it? Mama June, the mom, she was been dating dudes off and on, and then reportedly had like a meth addiction. So
now, how can you have a meth addiction and still weigh 600 pounds?
So hold on, Jimmy. What you're saying is literally meth and dicks.
Literally meth and dicks from Mama June.
Meth and dicks.
We have the Goslin family again. That's the John and Kate plus 8.
Oh my! God.
Yeah.
You got divorced, right?
Yeah, they got divorced, and I believe he got his ass handed to him.
Yeah, he's fucked.
Yep. John was kicked off the family's TV's reality show, and he didn't take it very well. He had his lawyers demand that the show cease production or face criminal charges. Show was canceled, effectively ruined both him and Kate financially.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Oh, here's a banger. Woody Allen and Mia Farrow's family.
Oh, you're talking about the kid diddler?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is a big problem.
Yeah.
I thought that was absolutely reprehensible what he did.
Yep. Pretty sordid story. According to the Farrow's camp, Allen had been touching their adopted daughter, Dylan, around the time he left Farrow for the family for her adopted daughter.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. That's nasty, man.
Nasty.
And here's one that's pretty famous. The Houston Brown family. Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. Pretty sure they would have gotten along with Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder if the Jackson family is going to be on this.
Well, let's go down and see here.
Should be.
The Lohan family. Oh, that's
no kidding.
That's another big one. Of course, easily one of the most dysfunctional families in Hollywood. All the craziness really stems from Michael and Diana's turbulent relationship, which was marred by drug abuse as well as physical abuse. Shocker. Well, Lindsay and Lindsay turned out to be just a peach. Not really.
Of course she did.
And finally, we have the Hogan family. Of course, Hogan knows best. Before the show, Hulk and Linda were on the verge of splitting. With some counseling, they managed to patch things up for the cameras. Well, of course, it's for the cameras to get a paycheck.
Yeah, didn't he get like caught boning like one of his best friend's wives.
He ended up cheating on her with one of his daughter Brooke's friends, and she rebounded with one of her son Nick's classmates.
God damn. And listen, the Jackson family needs to be on that list.
Yeah.
That whole family is just dysfunctional as fuck.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And listen, this is becoming the norm. Like, everyone wants to live in their own individual soap opera, and the whole world just can't operate like that. That's utter pandemonium.
Yeah.
Yep. But to segue into the meat and potatoes of the stream for tonight, as you guys see,
potatoes involved.
One of them may or may not be shitting his pants as we speak. If you guys haven't heard, there was some substances found in the White House tested positive for the nose nachos.
Anybody in the chats here, you ever just feel like you're living in and I've said this before, the Twilight Zone? The way the things are now, man, and nothing even shocks me anymore. If they had drag shows in the White House with cocaine parties and it was on TV live, I wouldn't be shocked anymore.
Now, let's be real here, okay? If you think that Bill Clinton wasn't smoking wacky tobacco in the White House, you're out of your goddamn mind. Because I personally know it's like 4 former Secret Service agents. All of them knew that they were smoking marijuana. All right, 2 of them only worked on the detail, the minimum amount, because they just had to transfer out of there because Hillary Clinton was nothing but a walking undead lichy bitch. And she smelled like stinky vagina and rotten teeth. Yuck.
Speaking of Hillary.
You've been so bad.
You happy with yourself now?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
That was I can't stand that.
Me either. But there was the unknown item found in the West Wing, which has been debunked, and it's been moved around like 3 different positions from what I've heard.
All right.
That forced a brief evacuation of the White House Sunday night and drew hazmat team to the executive mansion, initially tested it positive for cocaine, according to officials and dispatch call made that evening.
All right. Now, we all know whose cocaine it was. I mean, the president's son is a drug addict. He's basically a pedophile. I mean, come on. And him and his father, in my opinion, have sold out this country. Am I shocked at all that this is happening? No, I'm not.
No.
Yeah.
But,
well, and see, here's the thing. They're going to try, well, at least their narrative has been to try to say, oh, it could have been anybody that visited the White House. Security checkpoints say no, but I might also add, even if it isn't hunters, even if it isn't creepy shitpants Joe, the problem is it's somebody, one of their staffers, doesn't matter who, somebody in that administration is at fault there. So there you go. But I would place my bets on Hunter.
Well, if you're a normal individual, what kind of turbo idiot are you to willingly walk into the White House where everything is filmed with cocaine? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Or somebody brought it in there who has absolutely no fear of being caught with it, and maybe they just set it down and forgot about it because they're a crackhead.
Yeah, well, see, and here's what I want to know. And I think I already know my answer, unfortunately, and it's a shitty one. But we kind of are starting to see the 2-tiered justice system, rules for thee, not for me. there's cameras everywhere, as we just pointed out.
Yeah.
You have somebody walking in there with an unknown specific amount of booger sugar. And here's the thing. If it is who a lot of people suspect it is, and come on, wasn't he on a diversion for something that would have landed anybody else about 10 years in prison for possession?
Yeah.
Didn't he just violate that if they could show the camera, or
Yes,
is
they
the
did.
footage going to be lost is the question.
I would
Well-
get that the footage is going to get lost. I mean, come on.
Mhm.
Well, according to Politico, the White House cocaine culprit unlikely to be found. Shocker. Of course, this one is from yesterday. Law enforcement officials confirmed on Wednesday that the cocaine was found at the White House over the weekend. One official familiar with the investigation cautioned that the source of the drug was highly unlikely to be determined given that it was discovered in a highly trafficked area of the West Wing, which has been proven false.
Uh-huh.
As of today, of course, the small count of cocaine was found in a cubby area for storing electronics within the West Executive basement entry into the West Wing, which has been false. Or they're just dancing back and forth between, oh, it was over here. No, it was over here. No, it was over there. Well, the more that they dance around this subject, the more secure of an area the booger sugar was found.
Well, hold on here. Here's the thing. For certain January 6th events, they were able to track almost everybody that showed up to that thing down in no time, but they can't find somebody in this area on
Yeah, I
camera.
know.
Come on, man. I'm not buying this bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that there's like 1,000 other warrants out there waiting to get served on individuals who are at the January 6th thing.
Yeah. Let's see. Of course, they found it in the entry of the West Wing, where many people have authorized access, including staff or visitors coming in for West Wing tours. Now, wouldn't you think they would bring up the visitor logs from that and then, kind of corroborate who was where using the surveillance cameras? But then again, they say this in the very next paragraph. Even if there were surveillance cameras, unless you were waving it around, it may not have been caught by the cameras.
No. Look for the asshole that's going into a cubby with a baggie of something. That's your guy.
Yep. Of course, during the Wednesday briefing, the diversity hire confirmed Politico's reporting to the cocaine that was found in the area, heavily trafficked by staff and visitors, which has been proven false because they keep jumping around like I stated earlier. Let the Secret Service do their job, which we believe will have all of the confidence that they will get to the bottom of this episode.
No, they're not.
Right.
They're not getting to the bottom of anything. So.
No. And there was a bit more that I wanted to read there. Corinne Jean-Pierre, she wanted to emphasize that the president and his family left Washington on Friday and returned on Tuesday, trying to fake an alibi there,
Yep. And I've heard that they went to Camp David as well. Now, Popp, correct me if I'm wrong, Popp, but isn't Camp David where the president goes for like big national emergency things or something like that?
I'm not sure. But here's the thing. When you're the POTUS, they literally record everywhere you go, and more than likely they record everything that you say while you're in office. All right, so it shouldn't be hard to determine if that's a legitimate alibi or not. And I'm going to make a prediction here that some media outlet is going to find out that it's nothing but a bunch of bullshit, and that'll be yet another story in the media about the top tier government of our country lying to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker yet again. But I did see get your wooden fist out, man. But I did see the rumors or the water cooler talk on Twitter saying the reason why, if they even did go to Camp David, is it is a military base, and so therefore it cannot be, surveilled or anything
Bullshit.
like that. So
Bullshit. Listen,
Right.
I've talked to the guys in the Secret Service. There's cameras everywhere. It's just that's just categorically wrong. This was told to me by people that actually worked the presidential detail, and that was many years ago, and there was cameras everywhere. And now they can make cameras so small you can't even see them.
Yeah.
Come on. Get out of here. You're not fooling this old grunt. Shut up.
Nope.
No.
But well, if anybody needs any proof, well, to our suspicion of whose it might be, well, life in the fast lane. How reckless Hunter Biden photographed himself driving at 172 miles per hour while behind the wheel of his Porsche en route to a days-long Vegas bender with prostitutes, and pictured himself smoking crack while
This
behind the
guy
wheel.
has to be the dumbest mule in the history of dumb mules that I have ever seen.
Okay. All right. Hang on. All right. Now, have I been pulled over by the police for driving in excess of 100 miles an hour? Yes. But I had a really good story that was semi-true, and the officer believed me. I was on 696 driving in my friend's Toyota Celica and doing about 138-ish. And I remember looking in the rearview mirror, and on the on-ramp, there was a cop. I saw him. I immediately pulled off on the next exit, pulled over to the side of the road. It took the guy like 4 minutes to catch up to me. And he gets out, and he was actually pretty cool about it because I had the window down. I had my ID and everything. And he goes, "Before I run anything on you, can you please tell me why you needed to drive in excess over 125 miles an hour?" And I looked at him and I said, "Officer, I called my house and my burglar alarm is going off." He's like, "Wait right here." He pulls my shit. I gave him my military ID card and my regular ID card, my driver's license. He comes back and he gives it back to me. He goes, "Keep it below 80. I didn't even get a warning.
Wow.
He just let me go. I mean, that's reckless driving all day long. I mean, I would have been hammered.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was a true story. I really did call my house, and you can hear the alarm going off. So,
jumping back into the article here, of course, he was going at 172 outside Vegas, racing his Porsche 911 to Sin City, August 1st, 2018, for an encounter with multiple prostitutes when he took a snap of the dashboard showing how fast he was speeding. And we're going to scroll past that one. But yeah, there you go. 172 miles an hour.
Oh man.
It even says over here on the dash, comfort pressure, reduce speed. But why reduce speed when
crack.
Driving through a residential area, traffic oncoming with a crack pipe.
All I can say is this: at some point, Darwin is going to catch up to him, and I hope no innocent people get caught up in that equation. It's only him, because this dude is a bionic idiot.
Now, we don't have the speech queued up here or anything, but Joe Biden himself was extremely critical of those that used drugs back in the day. As a matter of fact, he had this big old speech about how he doesn't want his mother around these drug dealers and stuff. Meanwhile, his son is exactly who he wanted to be tough on crime about.
Correct.
It's crazy.
Listen, that whole family. I mean, I heard. I didn't actually look at the diary of his daughter. I've heard through other sources just the nefarious, evil shit that was taking place in that household. And I'm going to tell you this right now: everyone in that family is out of their goddamn mind. Holy crap! I mean, first of all, the president was caught, lying multiple times. He was what's that word when you copy somebody? Plagiarism. That's it. He got caught plagiarizing somebody's speech. I mean, the dude is nothing but a weak-minded individual, in my opinion, who takes the easy way out at every turn. That's somebody who doesn't have any integrity, you know, no honor or self-respect, in my opinion.
Well, he's been in politics for what, 50,
Over
60
half a
years?
century, yeah.
So he's pretty well versed on how to take the easy way out. But like what Rhino said, we don't have that speech brought up, but we got this one. Draw your own conclusions on this one, gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
After watching this video from the White House 4th of July celebration, I have no idea who could have possibly thought the cocaine belonged to the White House. That guy is geeked out of his mind.
Yeah.
But gee, this whole story about them finding cocaine in the White House is so confusing. Like, who would do that? I mean, the adults are back in charge, right?
Oh my God.
Right?
You would think.
Yeah. Clearly, the culprit is none other than the individuals in the video because everyone here looks totally sober. 100% sober. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
And we'll
Was there
play
a
this
video?
one. Yeah. And I would say keep in mind, okay, so here's Hunter on the right-hand side here. We'll let that one play.
Is there a way to full screen that one? There you go.
Turn that audio down. It's pretty blown out.
Yeah, see, he's eyeballing
all
his
right.
next victim.
Yep.
God, they all look like they're out of their minds.
Yeah.
Well, we already know he is. He doesn't even know where the fuck he's at.
How the hell did we vote to put people like this in charge of a country?
Well, oh, listen, don't get me started on that. We're on YouTube. I can't go into it here.
I know.
You know the answer. You know the answer.
Yeah, I do.
I have no idea why he hasn't had a run-in with Darwin yet.
I mean, look at the bags under his eyes.
How old is he anyway?
He's in his
40,
50s.
So he's about as old as I am. Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
say he's mid 40s or something like that.
Listen,
But,
all of that crap is going to catch up to him at some point.
But yeah, the article goes on here. Says, man, if there were only some sort of clue, could have left that thing in the White House. Then we could figure this thing out. I guess we'll never know. Here's a GIF.
and another one.
Uh-huh.
I'll play that again. It was pretty quick. Replay. There
It
we
looks
go.
like some of the people I met in Section 8 housing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I believe this is the video I was talking about. Now watch
What day was the cocaine discovered on?
Sunday, I believe.
Okay. Sunday, and then the 4th of July was Tuesday, correct?
Tuesday. Yep.
Mhm.
All right. So
But I believe this is the video I was talking about earlier. Watch Jill's reaction here. Watch her close. Put that on mute. That shit's fucking blurring me out. All right, let's play it again. Watch her close.
uh-huh.
Enhance.
She's smiling, and then she just happens to catch Hunter out of the corner of her eye. Now
Uh-huh.
watch Hunter real close.
All right.
Fixing his hair, and he wipes his nose.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Now, I'm no detective, but that seems just a little suspicious right there.
Hmm.
I'm always touching my face because, I have this constant feeling of insects crawling on it because of a TBI.
Yep. And who knows? He could have had a nose hair tickling him, 'cause,
Yeah, it
we
could
all
have been
get
anything.
nose hairs, but I bet there was probably something else up there that was tickling his nose.
Yeah.
At the very bottom of that article, by the way, Joe Rogan's tweet here, Hunter Biden might just be our best hope of making hard drugs legal just to keep him out of jail.
Oh wow, he's right. He's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now listen, there's a lot of people in prison over the drug bullshit that literally there was no victims. Like
Yep.
and mainly marijuana. All right. I'm just not on board with ruining somebody's life over something stupid like that. It's now hard drugs like fentanyl or something like that. That's a different animal because that stuff
Yep.
is so deadly. It should be labeled a NBC weapon, nuclear, biological, or chemical weapon.
Yep. Well, hell, it basically is because, I mean, there's been like how many hundreds of thousands of overdoses and deaths just this year?
And listen, there's police officers and firefighters have overdosed giving mouth to mouth for somebody who overdosed on fentanyl, like smoking it or whatever.
Yeah,
That's how
and if
powerful this shit is.
if you live in a blue city, and it's happened, I've seen it myself. If you call the police on somebody dealing drugs or doing drugs right outside your household, police will show up, put them in the back of a cop car, write them a nice little pink ticket, and let them out. That's how they handle it in blue cities. So,
Wow.
it's so fucked up.
Yeah, listen, it's going to get to critical mass at some point.
It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah. Yes, it will.
Oh man.
And it'll be a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Are there any more?
was-
I saw a few more super chats on YouTube. You want to see?
Let's see. There was just one more story I wanted to cover about the dysfunction of the Bidens. Of course, we know that Hunter has a 4-year-old daughter with a stripper, and the White House refuses to answer questions about the estranged 4-year-old granddaughter fathered by Hunter.
Uh-huh.
And let's just say when they did go to Arkansas, because that's where the chick lives, so Hunter had to go there to do the whole custody thing and whatnot. He was paying $20,000 a month in child support.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it's him. Fuck him. I don't care about him. He can eat shit and die for all I care.
Mm-hmm.
They got it reduced down to $5,000 a month.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
I'm not sure if they mentioned that in this article here, but yeah, that's basically what happens. So if you're a Biden, you can basically get away with anything except for this 4-year-old daughter or 4-year-old girl who there it is right here. Paternity test confirmed the claim that Hunter is a child. Younger Bidens agreed to cough up $20,000 in child support payments in 2020, and the recently settlement allegedly significant slashed it to $5,000 a month.
What a bunch of bullshit, man.
That's bullshit. Well, for number one, I am not, I'm not on board with women using child support as alimony.
Yeah.
Let's face it, you don't need $200,000 or $20,000 a month for a child.
Right.
But this is blatant abuse of power. Blatantly.
Yep. Anyways, that was the end of the Biden ranting for tonight because I can only take so much of that. Yeah.
Yeah. The only I'm waiting for the day to see silver bracelets on him, but I should probably just start holding my breath now, man.
Well, I'm going to be honest. At some point, Darwin's going to catch up to him. All right. He's obviously out of his mind. He's a drug addict. He makes rash, stupid decisions. It's just a matter of time before he does something stupid and Darwin cashes in his chips.
Yep,
I just hope no innocent people get caught in that craziness.
Hopefully he gets triple teamed by Darwin, Karma, and Murphy all at the same time.
Please send Murphy.
Yes, we've had enough of him.
Yeah, he's an ass.
He is an asshole.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We'll jump back into these super chats here. Let's see. Sean St. George over on YouTube, $4.99 says that woman is in the promotion story. Got shit tested. You found out how it feels.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
Pulled the Uno reverse card on her.
Yeah, they don't like it when you do that.
No,
Yeah.
why would they? They can't push, their hypocrisy back up onto them. 'Cause then you piss them off.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
See, Ice Snows with $2. It says, Pop, do you think we're going to get a draft again?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm talking with a lieutenant colonel who is in the know at ForceCom and I believe at TRADOC. Now, he was at TRADOC. Now he's at ForceCom. And it's like a ghost town. Like all of the staff officers that had over 20 years are getting out. They're not making the recruiting numbers. And quite literally, why would anyone in their right mind sign up for the military and get paid pennies on the dollar when you can simply go work for McDonald's? You work 8 hours a day for $15 an hour, and literally you out earn a soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine by roughly anywhere between $400 and $700 a month. And in the service, you're not even going to make more than that McDonald's worker until you reach the rank of E5 with 5 years in service. Yeah. So come on.
Yes.
And the GI Bill used to be a big thing. Well, anyone can get student loans now and grants and all kinds of free college money. So there's no need for that anymore.
And if Biden gets his way, your student debt will be just.
He won't.
He
It was
won't.
deemed unconstitutional.
Yeah.
They can't fucking proceed with that.
Yeah, goddamn. It.
They're trying sneaky backdoor ways to bypass that.
Yeah, I heard, but it ain't gonna
Of
fly.
course.
No, they'll put a kibosh on that. It is what it is.
Jumping in here really.
I was going to say.
jump in. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to read one of the super chats. G-Man for $7 over here. He says, Mary Antoinette said, let them eat cake. That confused me as a kid until I learned that that meant the ash built up inside of an oven. Didn't know that, but it makes a lot more sense now, man.
Yeesh. It's got John Gold with $5 Canadian. Says, Clintons may have smoked weed, but he did not inhale.
There you go. Also have Drew Lone Star here for $5. Thanks to Popp, I found Jericho Green years ago. His commentary on the story is hilarious. Cheers, fellas. Good to see you, sir.
Yep.
Jericho Green's a good dude.
Yep. Hell yeah. And G-Man one more time with $7 says, Hunter Biden is not a mule. He is a predator. Or he is anesthetizing. See, Pop knows them syllables. I don't. For a bad childhood. And I would probably agree with that based on what I've heard from
the contents of that diary. That household was a living hell.
Right. And I'm not saying that he isn't it's hard to call him a victim. Really just puts a knot in my stomach saying that. He probably went through a lot of bullshit. Yeah. But when I refer to mule, it's the fact that he is involved in all the business dealings regarding China. That's what I'm referring when I say mule.
Now, listen, there are examples of people out there who grew up in atrocious conditions.
Mm-hmm.
And when they reached the age of majority, they were able to basically get themselves back on the straight and narrow, and deal with a lot of that baggage and crap and move on to do great things. Unfortunately, old Hunter is not one of those individuals. I would say that the combination of his upbringing, the fact that his family is incredibly powerful, has literally created a monster, in my opinion.
Yep, for sure. That and having a daddy in certain positions of power lets him weasel his way in and then sell that influence, allegedly. And
Right.
he can put a pretty penny in his pocket, and the other 10% goes to the big guy.
Mm.
Yep. We all know what that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
See,
And over here on MGTOW.TV, Crazy Uncle again for $1. Anyone want to place a bet on how long until H for heroin? Biden gets a bad batch of snot zip with some fentanyl in it. Mm-hmm. That could happen.
It could happen.
For sure.
Darwin he hides behind every single crumb.
Mm.
He'll show up when you least expect it. And I have no idea why people do the stupid shit they do, knowing that Darwin is just waiting.
Yep.
Come on.
Waiting. He's waiting with the baseball bat and ready to take some knees.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah. Also on MGTOW.TV, Fabian here for $1 clarifies Hunter is 53 years old. So
he's a year younger than me. Holy shit. I hope I don't look that bad.
No.
You don't delve in the booger sugar pops.
No.
You're all right.
The worst I've ever done is I take marijuana gummies at night for like the past year.
It's
I can't
nothing.
sleep.
That's fine.
That's it.
Let's see. Jumping over here to Odyssey here. Got Schmuck for $25 who says, this is all bullshit because he was being fucked the same way as us unwilling sperm donors are being fucked. I have loved and lost a daughter and will never meet my granddaughter. Yeesh, ouch,
Listen,
man.
I feel your pain. I know exactly what that feels like, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. So this disassociation from the sperm receptacle is no surprise.
Yep.
See, Schmuck again, $25. He says, gay ornpay is the code word.
Damn!
Yep. Let's see. Oh, shit. We got Schmuck with $100 donation.
All right, man. Thank you.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
He says, Billy needs to make a deep fake of that from Up in Smoke with Kamala snorting the borax cleaner.
Oh, that'd be good.
That would be excellent.
Now, all right. The point of the show that we're trying to get across is we're trying to show everyone out there that this dysfunctional horse shit is now the norm. Just remember that when you're walking around in the real world.
Let's see. Don't see any more over on the Rumble side.
Neither do I.
All righty. Let's see. Just jumping over to D-Live if anyone's giving some lemons. Doesn't look like it. And Twitch, of course, nothing over on there. So
Twitch is angry with us.
Yeah, it gave you the proverbial penis slap for showing.
We might actually
hate.
move over to Kick. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, and I have another editor working on a whole bunch of shorts. I'm going to probably try to get those out here to the public.
Actually, I'm not sure if we read these or not, but better to find out than not to read them.
All right.
I've got a couple way back in Rumble here. I've got Game Hawk for $1. At my youngest daughter's wedding, my ex-wife was caught conspiring with her family to take my seat so that after I walked my daughter down the aisle, I would have no place to sit.
That's disrespectful right there.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And I also have Digital Do for $2 here. Popp and Drunk Uncles. I don't plan on leaving. I'd stay and fight if I'm able. 56 now. Popp, my nephew, now has 2 ex-baby moms. Second girlfriend left a week ago. Advice for him, please. I want to see my 2 great nephews, 1 and 3.
He's going to have to fight for time with the courts. And you need to basically tell him he needs to tie his penis in a knot so that quits happening. Because in today's day and age, it's almost guaranteed to happen with every single woman he lays down with if he has kids with her.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a tough one, bro, and I'm sorry for you. Really am.
Let's see. Just going to double check. See, nothing new over on YouTube, nothing on MGTOW. Odyssey is all clear, and looks like Rumble all caught up there. All right.
All right.
Cool.
Let's see here. Let me just double check the email here in case anybody else decided to send in their dysfunctional stories and whatnot.
Hang on, let me look in the email too.
Let's see.
While you guys are doing that, I've got Fabian here again for $1 on MGTOW.tv. Pops takes liver killer. All right.
Liver killer.
I would say that would be me lately, but let's not get into that now.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I do. I drank heavily for quite a few years. I cut back about 6 months ago. Lost a whole bunch of weight.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Actually, that does remind me.
We got a Cash App from Alex Bettino. 2 of them from him.
That actually does remind me. We had a joke sent in from, who was it here? Mike the Big Bad Wolf. He sent this one in. I haven't heard this one yet, and it's a good one. A woman slips naked in her bathroom, does the splits, and ends up suctioned to the floor by her fanny. Her husband tries but can't budge her, so he calls his mate who says, "I'll go get a hammer. We can break the tiles out and lift her." The husband says, "Okay, I'll lick her ear and play with her tits while you're gone." Why? Why? Asks his mate. The husband replies, "If I can get her wet, maybe we can slide her to the kitchen where the tiles are fucking cheaper."
Wow.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah. That one, I believe, deserves one.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
That was a good one. Let's see. Yep.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
see the Alex Patino ones. Let's see. It says he sent a picture. I'm not seeing it, though. Nope,
Yes.
I'm not seeing it there, Alex.
It says here, for French Revo aristocrats spent a lot and paid no taxes. Yeah. Yes, these are.
Oh, yep. There we go.
And
That's-
history. You learn a lot from history if you just, read the books, pay attention.
Yeah.
I mean, that old cliche, those who forget their history are doomed to repeat it. That is absolutely 100% true.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I think everything's all caught up there. We can go. I think we can
Hit a break.
bring up. Yeah, we could do a quick pee break, then we can check out the bullshit report and
Okay.
double
Yeah,
check on everything else.
You have a couple other videos to play?
Yeah, we got a bunch of clips from a bunch of clips saved up there. So
right.
we'll do that. And so go grab your beers, empty your squirrel bladders.
We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
In about 5 minutes
All
here.
right.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
old, man.
Never gets old, man.
Oh, crap. All right.
Let's see. All righty. I believe it is time for an Emperor the Jackal the Emperor bullshit report.
All
All
right.
right.
Let's see here.
Hey, you back pussy washing bougie douches. The fuckery just never seems to end. Bullshit briefing incoming! Hilarious that publications from other countries cover relevant topics better than those based here in the States, huh? So, Coke hiding Biden says he's willing to consider blocking out the sun all in the name of combating climate change. Ugh. Scientists have told engineering project of that kind could have devastating consequences, but we know those words will get disposed of like Joe's soil depends. Then a dick dragon faggot goes out shooting like a loose fanny like in tinting meat feats. Wow. And a chronic case of perpetual shiner face, huh? Whatever, you faggot.
Hold on. There's a face that can kill.
5 dead. And all men. That fuckwit was just pissed his faggy self couldn't get any dick henny. So when's his execution via burning at the stake? Murder of 5 should be reciprocated with 5 deaths. Kill him 4 times and resuscitate him except for on the 5th time. It's only fair. Just saying. Then we've got Agent Caitlin is still betting all her chips
boy.
on one platform. While she may have invested in gas stations and real estate, she'll need to invest in more than that because her cooch clock is ticking
No
down,
eggs.
especially when she's
Empty
already
egg
29.
Wow.
She's claimed to be renting a gas station out to Circle K and purchased a pool toy business. Hopefully she's not using those pool toys for anything else, but hasn't provided any proof of this or her real earnings. She's not obligated, but she could just at least prove it, because until then, I only think that she's talking out her ass. Ugh. I'm doubtful of that $33 million she was said to have acquired. Notice how I didn't say earned, because shaking her ass in front of the camera isn't exactly earning. But knowing the levels of simpery of many guys, it isn't impossible. But I call bullshit! It's not as bullshit. We see through all your bullshit.
Damn it.
We hear your bullshit. We calling out your bullshit. Go to fucking hell with your bullshit. Old lady Katie looks cakey fading. Feels lately shady. Life cakey shaky. But I think we've seen enough shaking. We're heading for the hiatus of crazy, people. Prepare. Don't give a care. Build a lair. Word of God share. And lastly, have fun. Don't worry about that, which you can't do anything about. Live like it's the last day. Show the evil that it doesn't scare you. Laugh in its face with a Joker's smile. Party to your impending victory. Because no matter what they do to you in life, good with God, then you've already won. Nothing they can do to take that away from you. This has been this week's bullshit report. Jackal out!
All right. Those keep getting better every time.
Yeah,
Wait
he's
for
good.
it.
He's really getting good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Hey,
I like it.
Oh, he forgot one thing though.
Fart. Yeah, the fart.
Gotta have the fart at the end there,
Yeah.
Jackal.
It's okay.
That was good one though.
So, maybe he had to shave it off to keep it around 3 minutes. Huh?
Mm.
Yeah, it was just over 317, I believe is what it was. So
Yeah. This is good.
All right, I think we got a handful of clips here from. Oh man, like
Here we go.
I will agree, Blake. This guy sends Blake so many clips, and I try to pick a good portion of them. So
You're talking about
But,
digitally do?
digital
Yeah, he
dude,
said
yep.
some good stuff, man. Keep it up. We love your shit.
Oh yeah. All righty. Well, here's one that it's got a good meaning behind it, so good lesson to learn.
All
Make
right,
sure
throw it
I
up. Let's see it.
Share the right one here. Tire that. Bam. Share and boom.
Uh-oh.
Вот, только попробуй. Спасибо, мама.
I was one.
Was that his dad or he was fighting his dad? All right.
That was one hell of a cross.
That kid,
Right.
yeah, that kid's gonna be good.
He tagged him. He tagged him good on that one. Oh man.
Mm. Yes, he did.
But let's see here. Well, just if you happen to catch yourself in a fight, at least be prepared like this parrot.
Oh, here we go.
Sure.
Louis, drop it.
Oh shit.
Drop it. Drop it. Louis. Louis. Louis.
Oh Jesus.
Ah, goddamn birds.
Louis had that. Someone's gonna die.
It's for the birds, man.
It's for the birds. Also, if you are gonna have a parrot or a bird or something like that to have fun with them, and be sure to teach them good language.
Mm.
That sounds like me when you start waffling, Jimmy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty close.
I like that. That's a good one. Oh, man.
Let's see here. Oh, that's not the one. Folder. There we go. All right. But if you can't get yourself a parrot, of course, we all know man's best friend is the doggos. We love the dogs.
Yeah. I like
Well, if he doesn't like to play fetch, well, teach him some baseball. Just be sure to keep your eye on the ball.
Oh,
right in the wiener. Right in the wiener. That is
God.
1 in a million.
Right in the mommy daddy button.
Wow. Now I've seen everything.
Uh,
That's pretty good, actually.
have you seen everything though, Pop?
No,
I'm pretty
I'm
sure you
shit
have.
I don't want to see.
Well, this one's pretty funny though because most of us not a big fan of cats. Cats can be kind of assholes.
I hate cats, actually.
Well, this cat got he fucked around and he found out.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I like it.
One more time. One more time.
There you go. It's like, get off me.
That was intentional. You could see the aim and everything.
Bite my ear. How about you bite this air biscuit, you bastard?
That's pretty good, man.
Shit.
Oh man. Oh, that was a good one. That one I was laughing pretty hard when I was watching that one. But let's see. Got a couple more here, then we'll jump back to the super chats here. Going back kind of the towards the family kind of conversation we were having a little bit earlier. Let's just say the Greeks know best. At least back in the day they did.
Would you tell me, please, who is the boss of your house? I'm the boss. What do you think? You're his wife, are you?
What do you say?
I said, who is the boss? Who is the boss?
My husband.
What is your nationality? Greek. I'm Greek. Is it always that way in Greek households? The husband is the boss? Yes. Don't the women, the wives, have anything to say about it?
No.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Listen,
Back when you can give the allegedly give a woman the back of your hand and
yeah. I remember watching that interview with Sean Connery when I was a kid when he gave that. And my mother was home and she's like, that man's a pig. And I'm like, somebody slaps his wife. What the fuck? Who cares?
well, at least he only has to tell her once.
Yeah. Yeah. Now listen, I am not an advocate of kicking the shit out of your significant other. It's just not cool. but they really do things that try your patience. And Chris Rock said it best. You just shake the weave right out of their hair, man. God damn.
But well, here's one woman I don't think you would be able to shake her weave out, because let's just say she probably goes to McDonald's a little more than you, Pop.
Uh-oh. I don't go that often, man. All right.
She not playing around, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know, she holding it down. I dare you to rush the stage with her. Ralph's sister right there, bro. She not, if anything goes down, you start wrecking shit. Wrecking Rihanna. Who we fucking up? Who we fucking up? Tell Fix It Felix he gotta cut that shit out, bro. Tell Fix It Felix put his fucking phone down, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's my girl right there. She's not playing. What's your real name? Kayla? Give it up for Kayla.
God damn.
I'll tell you something, Kayla. No trans woman taking your job. That's a fact.
So obviously she's security.
I'll do the surgery for you.
That's a huge bitch.
But, hey, look, you go into a comedy club and you get upset at what the comedian's saying, you're an idiot. Just that and you go in there. You know, and good comedians, they know how to surf the edge, man.
Got a story here actually in the emails here from Z. I wanted to go over really quick before we jump into chats. Hey fellas, my name is Z, and I've been watching the show since 2017. I'll try not to make this too long, but here it goes. So I've sent some previous email some years back after beginning my adventure into the MGTOW mindset. It was at this point I was in a relationship with a single mother. Yes, I said relationship. So did he. That went off and on for 2.5 years. Reason for mother in quotation will be explained in a bit. I believe that I may have mentioned in the email previously mentioned, may have contained something to the effect of that I had it good with her, and if I did say that, then fuck me, I was wrong. I met her again after she had a child. I had previously taken her out on a date some years before, and she was awkwardly quiet, damn near the whole encounter. Seeing as I ran into her again, I didn't really fall back on that thought. We started chatting again, and it went from there. All right. I'll spare most of the details, but it was getting bad. Now, mind you, she was still living at home during this time. I left my job due to the shitty administration and had to move back home as I was having trouble finding something else because I was blacklisted. During that, I would ask her to spend time with the kid to bond and have that family dynamic. Fast forward a bit, she became jealous of her child receiving the attention that she wanted. Here it's getting spicy. It got to the point where we would argue about me wanting to spend time with her daughter, who was now 2 and already started calling me dad. Apart from this, as a last-ditch effort to salvage whatever was there, I allowed her to move into my new place. No. No. I see a few mistakes made here. Just a couple. Yeah. A few I've made myself, but it happens. She loves me. She's different. That's it. Here's the thing. When these single mothers say they put their children first, no. As a matter of fact, she wasn't getting attention, so she got upset with him because he was giving it to her daughter, for fuck's sake. Yeah, there you go. There's your answer. They put themselves first. The children are just an accessory to their bullshit. Anyway, it was at this point where she used the authority that our state law so graciously gives women to say that I wasn't allowed to see her kid and that her parents are now raising her due to her not having any maternal feelings for her own daughter. Wow, this bitch. Wow. And the weird part is that my ex-girlfriend's parents are teaching their granddaughter that her mother is her sister. This is so dicked off. So you can
Wow.
only imagine the psychological mind fuck. Talk about family dysfunction that this girl is going to have. I tried gaining custodial rights as I had the gut feeling that my former stepdaughter would become a product of a dysfunctional family. There it is.
There you go.
To no avail, I gave up. And as the don't date single moms. I'm just going to leave it at that. Just don't date single moms. You won't have this problem. Because you're never going to win at the end of the day. And once that woman leaves you, there's 2 heartbreaks to deal with, and it's twice as hard to get past. So don't fucking deal with this.
Yeah, listen, you're absolutely correct. And that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one.
Yeah. Jumping back in here, to no avail, I gave up. The closest thing to me ever having a kid of my own was gone. I only got to see her when I was only allowed to, but now I haven't seen her in years, and I do miss her. The only time I cried this hard was at my cousin Mark's funeral, who went through the same exact shit that my former stepdaughter was about to go through.
Wow.
Then my ex talked about having a child with me. This fucking bitch.
Whoa.
I told her that she practically disowned her own child, the same child I helped her raise for the first 2 years of her life. And if she thinks I'm about to knock her up, then she's dumber than a room full of special ed students. She started sobbing, and the character assassination began, which is something I'm used to when I started policing and calling out admins who are dirty. All of this was me realizing all of the shit that I allowed to let happen to me for years, even before she came along. Then when I came across Popp and Blake, I was chuckling from realizing I was being hit on the head with most of the shit that was being said. So you guessed it. I started showing your videos to my ex, and she fucking hated, in all caps, it.
Nice.
Winning. This coupled with me drinking to tolerate her. Well, there's your sign, sir. I had to get a grip before I ended up as somebody I wouldn't recognize or something stupid happens. To wrap this all up, I was at work one night. Now, mind you, when she lived with me, she wasn't working. Shocking. My condition was that she cooked and cleaned, and she couldn't even do those right. So yeah, I come home during my shift one night for lunch to find her fully nude, never seeing this before. I asked what the occasion was. She said she just had an itch to get naked and prance around. Well, seeing as though she didn't take a shower, I started looking around, and I found a small blood stain on the floor in the bedroom. And when I asked her and pointed it out, the look of silence that followed said it all. I told her that she had the night to pack her shit and get the fuck out.
Nice.
Thankfully, I'm not the type to hit a woman, but I am about equality, because that level of disrespect has no redemption, only punishment. It wasn't until a year after that I found out she slept with a former public works employee for the city I policed in. After that, I'm now on 6 years of being single. I'll get the occasional tail and date, but as far as anything serious, they can go to hell, and I'll see them there. There you go. That is from Z.
All right, man. Dude, I'm sorry for that. But listen, you know, I made a couple of videos about red flags. Maybe people should watch those.
That was a lot of them.
There's a lot of red flags.
And that story right there was quite a few.
Yeah. And just to reiterate, I'm pretty sure Popp mentioned that we were not going to alt tech this afternoon tonight. So everybody in the chats that are calm your tits. We're fine.
Yeah.
We didn't forget.
Listen,
planned
one
this
of the main reasons we're not going to alt tech is because this really isn't a subject that's, censorable. I mean,
they're freaking out about Jackal's bullshit report. There's a reason why I kept it to the end of the stream.
Yeah.
Because the algorithm, it takes it a lot longer for it to sort through the stuff. So be fine, everybody. Just fuck it.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
You're referring to the couple seconds of potential copyrighted material hanging out in there?
And the gamer words that were thrown about in there. The British cigarette words. We're fine, folks. We'll be fine. If anything, it'll just be a claim and no big fucking deal.
Just blame me.
No, I'll take the rap for that one. But
it's all right.
Of course, See, jump back here. At least we're not playing the YouTube clips that I know would get a copyright strike. So just we'll finish up some of these chats here. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to freak everybody out or scare everybody, but we'll take care of it next time. We'll be all right. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's see. Link Soyjack, he's got a couple videos here. I think I will save those ones for probably Tuesday, I believe. So
okay.
There says Roman history be like and Islamic history be like. So those ought to be spicy.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll definitely save those ones for new tech.
Islamic history is nuts, man. So's Roman history. Those guys are fucking twisted.
Yeah. Well, history in general is pretty fucking twisted.
Yeah.
See, Sean S 0715 with $10. It says, like Sam Kinison said, I don't support beating women, but I know what turns Mr. Hand into Mr. Fist. And of course, Soga with $1, letting us know that yes, we are still live on YouTube.
All right, cool.
So again, I apologize, people. I didn't mean to freak everybody out. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll be all right.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll grow back.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Norcephius with $5 on YouTube says Dr. Dave Jonda a couple years ago did a show basically pointing out the finger that Biden got the SEAL Team 6 X'd out.
Yeah.
I believe I remember hearing about that.
Well, listen, it wouldn't be the first time you've had commanders, making shit ass decisions that get people killed. I mean, it happens all the time, and it's shameful. And there really isn't a mechanism in there to actually hold the people who gave those shitty orders, hold them accountable.
Yep.
There's a couple generals that they're retired now, and if I run across them, they're getting belted in the mouth.
There you go.
On-site list.
Well, no, I mean, you just don't get people maimed and killed because you want to get additional fucking fruit salad on your chest. I mean, what the fuck is that? It's ribbons and brass. It's not worth somebody's goddamn life.
Yep.
I'm not going to put a lot of detail in there. I'll just go off. It'll be bad. I'll start drinking. I'll have to drive tonight. It won't be good.
And then we'll really get banned on YouTube.
Yeah. Don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. And we'll jump over to Rumble Chat because they're the ones that's really yelling at me. They're really butthurt about stuff. I'm sorry,
It's all
folks.
good.
Of course, Digital Do, Tenantulum 180. YouTube is still on. Shut off YouTube. Zamunda Vent. YouTube is still live. And Digital Do, just looking out for you guys. We love the stream. No homo.
We should have clarified before we went to break, but thank you guys for looking out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah, well, if they want to bitch about how things are random.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Is we have a very, very loyal following. The Redonkulas regiment is probably anywhere between 15 and 2,300 people. And I'm literally doing the same thing here that I did while I was in the service. And that is retreading broken people. Literally every unit I ever went to, within 6 months, everyone wanted to be in my unit because I was really good at building basically a team of misfit toys. And I turned a lot of those guys into like stellar performers. Some of them, like one is, I think I know he works for Elon Musk building engines for, the new rockets that are going up in space. I got a couple guys that open up businesses and are worth millions of dollars, and when they showed up in my unit, they were fucked up sorry. And I basically rehabilitated them with humor, logic, reason, And thankfully, the man upstairs gave me enough wisdom where I can talk to an individual, look down the sights of their life and see if they're going somewhere bad. And all you got to do is just tweak them a couple degrees in the right direction, and it's all clear sailing. That's what we're doing here. That's what this is about. And I'm trying to get this number behind me to grow. I want to see 1,000 at some time in the near future if I can. But the only way that's going to happen is if everyone who watches this show shares it out as far and wide as you can to get around this algorithm that YouTube is using to step on our necks. So.
Yeah, and they definitely are. I know a couple people that are in our gilded chat, and they said they weren't getting notified today, and they've been subscribers for a while. So,
you know what? I think I'm going to talk to Blake, and we're going to put a page on the website. So if you aren't notified or anything, you just click on the website, and it'll say, stream is on time, and put the link up there.
And guys, just remember, it's every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you never want to miss a show, just tune in those times.
Yeah, and we do the supporter stream on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
I mean,
I did see
the one episode, Download Dan. I mean,
oh yeah,
supporters helped with that one.
Yeah,
like literally, I'll come up with a topic. People, in the chat will give me ideas and stuff, and I make lists, and it's really close to what I used to do with the soldiers in my unit. Because there's many times I come up with my clipboard and pen and sit down. I'm like, so what do you think a whore is? And I get like 18 guys. Oh, that's pretty good, yeah. And come up with a list. Red flags for whores. It's all good. It's all clean fun. It just is what it is.
So, Popp, I had a quick question before we move on. Whatever happened to that $20 is $20 shirt?
It's around here somewhere.
You still got it. I was sure it was going to be burned by now.
No, I might cut it up and clean my rifle with it. I don't know.
There you go.
If you didn't see it,
see
it, Blake said he wouldn't do the episode unless he Popp wore that shirt, and it says, "I'm not gay, but $20 is $20."
I was so mad.
That was good shit.
God damn it. Listen, man, if you got to save some more lives, you got to put on some stupid shirts once in a while. Well, it's all worth it.
Gotta take a shot, man. Sometimes to do it.
Yeah. And be careful with your take a shot language, because I'm right on the edge of drinking.
Well, let's see here.
I got a couple super chats. I see them.
Just jumping through here. A couple more. Looks like everybody's done yelling at me over on Rumble there. So, nothing over on Odyssey.
I'll jump into these couple over on YouTube here. Kevin DeLeo for $20. Thank you so much, sir. To be honest, I did help to Popp's drinking problem. By getting him the Space Ghost glasses, but it all worked out well. Keep up the good work and keep saving lives. There it is. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hang on, show it again there, Popp.
Right there. It's on the bar.
Badass.
Nice.
I usually drink beer out of it. I should probably wash it once in a while. Nah, fuck it.
It's just dust.
Can you say intestinal worms? Doesn't really bother.
No. Got Fan I Am here for $4. 4 clips in the email. All right. And then Dung is Fun for $5. How was y'all's faggot month? Hope no one got their cheeks clapped. No, just a few brontosaur asses. For those of you watching that know.
No, I basically was writing on my novel like almost the whole weekend. And doing research.
I'm not seeing the videos there, Fan I Am. Might have to resend those ones in.
Well, let me look.
Let's see. I'm looking right now.
Let's see.
Not seeing them.
Nothing on this end either.
Well, we got a $200 donation from.
Is that?
Oh, there it is.
loudspeaker MC, and he's $200, and he's just like donation to assist in raising awareness of the skyrocketing suicide rates among veteran servicemen and the Western world. We use
damn.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
That is worthy of one of these.
Yeah.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Really
Oh, yeah, man. That's awesome.
Just and this whole like saving guys from suicide. When I started this, I just started to educate men to keep them out of harm's way. And I didn't anticipate the fact that I'm talking about actual subjects that are driving men to their doom. And I'm laughing and flipping switches in their thinking meat so I can turn them away from that path. I didn't expect that. And quite frankly, I'm tickled pink that I'm able to do that, actually, because it makes this thing it makes it easier if I know that what I'm doing is doing someone some good.
Hell yeah. See, I did see one other one jump over here on MGTOW.tv. Groovy again 73 with $75 donation. We need another one of these.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Let's see. He says, "Hi, Popp. Came home to a nice delivery of 15-year-old juice, and will be sending you one to have the next nightshade if there is any left."
Okay. Oh,
nice.
Yummy. Is that potato juice?
And Fen, I am redonkulas12@gmail.com. If you want to try to resend that, we'll see if we can find it.
I just happened to see those pop up. I got them right here.
All right.
Let's roll them, and I think we can probably call it a night then. Just
We've got a couple chats over here on Odyssey as well. I'm pulling up.
Yeah, let's get through the chats.
Let's see. What do we got here? Lightning strikes with explosion. Wait for it.
Oh.
Yep, we got no sound.
It's okay.
Oh.
Wow.
That's pretty intense.
He's made the street light go all crazy.
That's basically a super lightning bolt. Damn.
Those are pretty tense. Oh, here must be the explosion one. Yep.
Oh, I've seen that like a dozen times. I have been in the woods doing army shit, and trees were turned into toothpicks. It was amazing. Damn, that'll kill your ass faster than fried chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So we got one more here.
Okay, it looks like a tornado funnel cloud. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, that looked good. No.
And that, boys and girls, is why you do not go in the water during a lightning storm.
Because you will die.
Someone's gonna die. All right, let's see. We got this one here. Oh, hospital smokes. What do we got?
Do you ever walk past hospitals and see those patients out the front smoking? Taking a break from being sick? They get a drip in one hand and a fag in the other. Righto, boys. Smoko's over. Let's get into it.
He's absolutely correct.
And just to clarify, YouTube, he's British, so he was talking about a British cigarette.
Right.
He's right, though.
Yeah.
I take a break.
Over in Odyssey, Shadowmancer, Sherion, we've got a 1:40 clip here from YouTube. It looks like it's a joke. I can pull that up here really quick. Let's see. Share screen.
Let's see. Yeah,
It'll work for me. There we go.
All right.
All right, here we go. Pop this up and press play.
If you want to hear a funny joke, hit the like button. 3 men died were greeted by Satan at the gates of hell. Welcome, you sinners! Here in hell, your rank and your mode of transportation is based on your sexual experiences with women. And then he asked the first man, how many women have you slept with? The man thinks and says, I think it must have been 2. My first long-time girlfriend with whom we were together for almost 20 years, then my wife for the remaining 20 years of my life. So Satan looked at the man and said, boring, here is your roller skates. He took off with his roller skates, and then the Satan asked the second man, how many women have you slept with? He answered, well, I was known as a ladies' man. I have been with 5 women. So Satan started to laugh and said, that's nothing. Here's a bicycle for you. Now it was time for the last man. So he said, I wasn't a big ladies' man, but when I was younger, I took part in an orgy and had a good 20 women at that time. Later on, my wife for the rest of my life. So Satan thinked it long enough and said, well, that still counts up to 21, so here's a scooter for you. A couple of weeks later, they all met, and they were wondering why the third man was crying. What happened to you? You at least got a scooter, so you should be happy. I know, he said and continued, but I just saw my wife driving a Rolls Royce.
Oh, yeah.
That's bad.
Ouch.
Ooh, that's one hell of a dick stack.
Yeah. So you got a 2
I
more
would
clips
say
here
so.
from Ken I Amp here, and then we can probably close it up for the night.
All right.
Got Carol Brennan talks about Aussie languages. This ought to be good.
Now they are in Australia. They don't tell you how they are. They tell you what they're not. You got to guess the rest. Okay, mate, how you going? Oh, not bad. What have you been doing? Oh, not much. Where is this place? Oh, it's not far. Where are we going? Oh, not long now. How much was that, mate? Wasn't cheap. This old bloke who lives next door to me, he only ever tells me part of a story. Saw him the other day, go, hey, how you going, Johnny? He goes, not feeling too bloody good, mate. I'll tell you that much. And how they are in Australia.
That's actually pretty good.
That was a good one.
Listen, the English and the Australians have like a weird sense of humor, man.
Oh, yeah.
Get on Odyssey here really quick. For $5, make PWA with push notifications and have it that way for alerts. Fuck modern tech. Go your own way. I can actually help you guys come up with some ideas.
Send us an email to Redonkulas12.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, send an email to Redonkulas12 Gmail, and then in the subject line, just say, hey, to assist in notifications so we know what to do. Thank you.
Go. All righty, let's see. Last clip here. Oh, boy.
She's not skinnier than me and she's not prettier than me. Then why couldn't it just be me?
Well, she's softer than you. She's quieter than you. She doesn't yell at me, call me an idiot, or tell me to shut up all the time. She listens to me. She's nice to me. She doesn't make me feel like the only thing stopping her from being happy is me.
She's not younger than me. She's not skinnier than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's being honest.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Are we caught up on all the super chats?
Checking Migs out here really quick. I've got Jert Frobe for $15 next movie night, 1,000,000 years BC, because there's nothing better than Raquel Welch in a fur bikini. All right. We also have Sean here for $10. Sean S. 0715. Like Sam Kennison said, I don't support beating women, but I know. Oh, yeah, we read that one. Okay.
Yep, I believe we're all caught up here. Just a quick double check here.
We good?
I believe so.
I don't see anything else.
Professor Blake Pooh Ass Blaster 3000 on Rumble. Pop question: is Blake on the gay cruise right now? Is that why he is on tonight?
He's got a lot of family stuff going on. So, I mean, he's got relatives in town and he's got to work. I mean, it's just a nut roll for him. So,
yep,
got to do what he's got to do.
All right. I believe that is it. So tonight, Popp, safety briefing.
All right. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. Wear a condom, flush down the toilet, and watch it go. Or take it with you. Don't be dumb. Put it on our bum. Latex saves paychecks. Now, it's getting crazy out there. Make sure you rack up, pack up, stack up. Keep your head on a swivel. Situational awareness will save your life. Don't be complacent, and don't underestimate anything ever. All right.
And I guess for my part of this portion of the safety briefing, if we're going to have a bullshit report, go to New Tech.
Gotcha.
All righty, gentlemen. We will catch you on Tuesday.
Take it easy.